Oh, I forgot Instagram. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night to you wherever you may be watching me from tonight. I want to welcome you to tonight's episode of Chat with Themmy. Ooh, it feels like, it feels like I'm not seeing you guys in God knows how long, y'all. I don't know, but it feels like forever. So tonight topic has to do with my most recent experience. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know. I kind of left Instagram out. Let's see. Oh boy. I'm hoping I can do this. It's just been, a roller coaster of issues, laptop, different things here and there. It says I'm live. Now I need to edit this. Let me get the stream keys in. Oh, I should be live already. Hmm. Okay. Hopefully it says I am. Let me go to Instagram and see if I truly am. Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, some of these things. So tonight, oh guys, it's been an interesting journey. So with regards to my past days experience, I'm going to be sharing today's topic on celebrate your wins, whether it's big or it's small. Okay? Because I mean sometimes we set goals for ourselves. I really feel bad that people on Instagram will not see it tonight. But anyway, let me dwell on the moment. All right. The other night, Facebook was having issues. Tonight is a mistake that I left Instagram out. So let's just continue from here. Um, it's sometimes like some of these little things, right? Little distractions here and there. It happens, and now it feels like days I have not been on here. Meanwhile, it was just technically yesterday night that I didn't, go live. But in the afternoon, I spend my time troubleshooting. So tonight, I want to talk about celebrating your wins. So if you all can bear me witness, few days ago, or let's say a week ago, I put out the request that I was gonna, I was looking to feature some guests on Chat with Themmy, and I asked you guys to tag some people you wanted me to talk to. A few people did tag people that wanted me to chat with, and then some people did send me a message that they wanted to have hop on a conversation with me to, educate, inspire, and empower our community. So it's been, for since 1 week now, it's been like, I've gotten close to 30 people sign up so far for the guest feature, and boy, isn't that amazing. Okay. And then the same last week, some part of last week, my computer just went blasted. I don't know where I got to, what I entered, and then it was just ping, 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 ping. And I was so frustrated. Okay. I allow myself to feel the frustration. It was like an hour to an interview of the guest. By the way, the guest features are pre-recorded, and it's going to be launched. So definitely, you guys will be experiencing it in snippets before the entire thing goes out. But yes, I've been able to talk to a handful of people so far, a handful of not just people, but amazing people. And the reason why I choose to talk about this topic tonight is I have felt terrible. Okay, I told you I'm gonna be honest. I have felt down. I have felt like things aren't working because first, it was my laptop giving problem. Then StreamYard got messed up and I couldn't go live on Facebook like 2 days ago. And then, you know, yesterday I spent most of my time. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Um, I spent some time talking to guests in the afternoon, and then after that, I decided to like troubleshoot to see if I could get my Facebook fixed, and it wasn't fixed. I don't know what happened. Then they got back on, but I tried my best. I went for almost 20 minutes out on it. I was just struggling. But at the same time, I was jamming to my baby cartoon ABC song or ABC rhymes. All right. There's this ABC rhymes with affirmation. And I was just, singing along with my baby, and he was laughing. And I was just, having some fun whilst troubleshooting. Um, but in between those experiences, I was like telling myself, um, first my laptop was messed up, then stuff wasn't working, and different things. And I was feeling bad about the entire thing. I was feeling so low. I was, in between having, juggles of emotions in between there. And then I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? I've had almost 30 people sign up for chat with Themmy guest feature in a week. 30, 30, from Ghana, Liberia, um, Canada, several parts of the US. And I'm like, okay, I may be having some technical issues, which is out of my control. But here am I doing the little I can do, the ones that are in my control. I am killing it, right? I am making things happen in that space with the things I can control. So why do I worry about the things that I cannot control? And I'm not celebrating, having all these amazing people sign up to chat with him and guest feature. And I'm like, it's no small feat to have close to 30 people sign up for the podcast in a week. So instead of me dwelling on the fact that, this technical issue happening and then here and there, and then there's this issue and there's that issue, or this platform wasn't working and stuff like that, I had to remind myself that I was still making strides, even though these challenges are still persistent, right? Because it did not stop me from getting people signed up. It did not stop me from, connecting with people. It did not stop me from, I mean, outside, it looked like, okay, Thelma didn't show up. Yesterday, when I wanted to beat myself up, I'm like, I did show up, but I was troubleshooting. And if I do not fix these issues, how am I supposed to show up the way I'm supposed to show up if I don't face certain technical issues I'm facing? So, in as much as I did not go live um, with Themmy project per se, I still went live because I had to troubleshoot to make sure that the platform was working to be able to go live like today. Okay. And I did not see it as a win. All right. But then I had to remind myself that, okay, showing up online and showing up on live is not the only win. The things that happen at the back end, the little things like, okay, I got my brother online to fix my laptop issue. Later on, I send the laptop to to be looked at because it was sending me all sort of notification and all sort of things was just popping up here and there, like it's compromised and stuff like that. And I'm like, in as much as I was facing these major issues, and almost felt heartbroken because my laptop is my baby. That's like my virtual office, right? And if it gets messed up, I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right. In the meantime, while it's been addressed. So I was just, sinking in between, going high, going low, and in between there, in between beating myself up and also trying to appreciate my own efforts. And then I realized that I'm still winning. Okay. There's sometimes you're doing something and you're like, oh, I was supposed to go to the gym today, but I did not make it. Okay. But did you drink water today? Did you rest today? Did you sleep today? That's still a win in the right direction. So I kind of feel like sometimes we don't acknowledge ourselves enough. Like I said, I'm facing these issues recently, and then I was just beating myself up because, okay, I didn't show up on live. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know how come, this thing is not working or this thing is doing XYZ and stuff like that. And guess what? It's all part of, if I don't fix the back end, I'm not going to be able to show up in in my glory, right? I wasn't able to be showing up in my glory because some of these things in the back end not fixed. And just like now, I'm getting ready to go live and then my laptop starts acting up again. And then by the time I try to fix it to get on live, guess what? I skipped Instagram and I did not put in the stream keys. Does it mean I did not win? I did win. I am here. I was able to. I struggled with fixing the Facebook issue yesterday whilst troubleshooting, but today I'm live on Facebook. And unfortunately, something happened and Instagram is not showing right now. But these are like in between some of the challenges you may face every day. It's good to pat yourself on the back and say, you know what? You're killing it. You're really doing this. Like you're showing up irrespective of the fact that, you're having challenges here and there and different things. Because most of the time, it's like you're not doing anything. You feel like, okay, I'm not doing anything, things are not working in the right direction. Meanwhile, you're taking baby steps, even if it's in the back end. Okay, so you need to be able to acknowledge that fact to say, okay, I may not be in the limelight showing all my superpowers, but today I took a step back to be able to fix, to do maintenance, to do repairs, to do different things. That all that counts for a win. Okay, all that counts for a win because if you don't fix all these basic things, you may not be able to show up or you may not be able to hit your goal. All right. So I want us to acknowledge our wins, whether it's big, whether it's the really grand one to say, oh, I set up this milestone and I was able to hit it within this period of time. Say, I did a 100K year or I did a 10K month or whatever it is that you set up for yourself. Okay. But even if you managed to make $50 this week, if you didn't take those baby steps, you wouldn't have made that $50 this week. All right. So it's the same way we should focus our energy on am I in the right direction or am I not in the right direction? Okay. So a lot of times we get hard on ourselves. It's okay to acknowledge that we're not superhumans, we're just regular people. It's okay to acknowledge that. All right. It's very much okay. So you want to be able to tell yourself to say, um, I'm on the right path. To have chat with Themmy, to have chat with Themmy, uh, 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 go. Oh, what did I do? I'm sorry. To have chat with Themmy, face some of these challenges in the back end. I'm sure people on Facebook was wondering, like, okay, why isn't Thelma up today? And then I had to like take a screenshot to say, okay, Facebook had an issue and StreamYard was trying to fix it. And yesterday now I had to take time to troubleshoot and stuff like that. I'm like, these are all efforts I put into taking step in the right direction because if I had just gone off of Facebook without letting people know or letting my community know that, okay, we're having some technical issues back end, and technically it was beyond my control. I don't know what caused that. StreamYard sent a notification that, okay, to do XYZ. I think there was some kind of upgrade or something that they did with that and they needed to fix it and they sent a notification. So once I got the notification, then I went live on my Facebook pages. My profile still wasn't working. And usually I would go live on my Facebook profile and not my Facebook page. Okay. So then I went live troubleshooting the issue and I was just like, slung slumped in like this. And I'm like, well, guys, if you're watching, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just trying to troubleshoot. And I was just so out of it yesterday. And then I realized that a few people did engage with it. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just enjoy the moment. Let me enjoy the moment knowing that I'm here. And then I had turned on the nursery rhyme for my baby, and he was watching, and I was watching, and I was just, singing along just to get it off my mind. All right. because I was so not in a good mood, and just realizing that, you know what, this is time for me to hang out with my baby while I'm doing what I'm doing. So those I was watching on Facebook, I was just like, I'm just hanging out with my baby. I'm just chilling, trying to troubleshoot. So I'm not really talking about anything. But then now that I think of it today, that was yesterday. When I thought about it today, I'm like, that was still a win. That was still a step in the right direction. So I shouldn't have, tuck myself down or behave so downhearted that I could use that moment to be having some really, random cool conversations while I was troubleshooting, so people could take value out of it. But I think the value they would have gotten from out of that is, in that moment, I needed what I was getting. I needed that ABC rhymes and that baby affirmations I needed to say to myself. And it's, if you don't know that, it's on Gracie Corner, it's on YouTube, it's a, kiddies channel and stuff. And then they have this alphabetical rhymes that they say, and then there's words of affirmation to each of the letters or each of the alphabets. So it's like A, I'm amazing. B, bold and beautiful. C, I'm courageous. D, to reach my goal. And I was just having fun yesterday, right? And I really, really, later on, I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I think I really needed this. I think I really needed to be in that space. And I got that yesterday. And I'm like, you know what? That's actually a win. Okay, that's actually when that was just me catching fun and trying to make sure my platform is working now. And sometimes you may hit a roadblock while you're working, and it looks like, okay, I'm not heading nowhere with this. But in the middle of that confusion, in the middle of that roadblock, what can you do to ease your stress out? All right. And just reaching tonight. And then yesterday, when I did not go live at night as I would every day, I was talking to my mom and I'm like, Mama, you know what? The time is almost, it's almost fast spent. I need to go on live. And she was like, okay, then have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And my baby was super active last night as if it was bright as day. So I tried to put him to sleep. All right, guys. I tried to put my baby to sleep. And then guess what? After putting him to sleep, I slept off. And I did not realize how tired I was. Okay. I slept off and I did not wake up. Like, I did not wake up to drink or to do anything. I did not wake up from my bed until God decided to wake me up this morning, early this morning. And I'm like, wow, I really did sleep long yesterday. I would usually wake up to drink or wake up to do something, go to the bathroom or something like that. But I did not. And then I'm like, oh no, I did not go live. Like, I'm sure people came by to see whether I was on as usual and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, take it easy. You had amazing conversations with your guests that you're featuring on Chat with Themmy. That was a lot of work you put in. You 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 went live to troubleshoot and make sure things were fixed, and that was a step you took in the right direction. So even if you did not go on tonight as per your schedule, it's still okay. You needed that time to relax your body. And then I'm like, you know what, this is so true. I should not beat myself up because I needed that. All right. I needed that. So sometimes I want you to be able to let yourself know that it's okay. If you're tired, rest. If things are not going the way you want it to go in that moment, it's easier said than done, because I was literally feeling my frustrations, okay? But I allow myself to feel the frustration. And then I try to do something about it by troubleshooting, by letting my community on Facebook know that, okay, I'm having this technical issue. I went live yesterday troubleshooting to showcase that I was doing something to help fix the issue. All right. The initial part was out of my control. But then on the other hand, I met some really cool people. One of my guests from Canada, I had a really nice conversation with her, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet these amazing people from all walks of life. And that's the coolest part about it. And I'm like, just, they are acquaintance part of the conversation that is not recorded. Sometimes I think I wish I recorded, but I'm like, no, this is like a me moment for my guests. So let me know, let me enjoy it, let me suck it in. Let me have these people pour some positive things into me. So this is just like me vetting the guests at the same time, getting acquainted, understanding things from their perspective and knowing what kind of, topic they're comfortable for us to discuss, which have to meet all three goals: inspire, educate, and empower. All right. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm always, I'm always thank you. I see my sis on the call now. Sorry, Instagram got messed up. The same way Facebook got messed up a few days ago. I mistakenly my computer was giving problems. So when I got back on, I mistakenly did not put the stream. The stream key changed, and I did not put it back in the stuff to go live on Instagram. But thank you for making an effort to come on LinkedIn. I really appreciate it because I literally just got off the phone with her, and I'm like, oh no, she'll be expecting me to go live, and I'm not there. All right. So someone's asking where am I? I'm in my virtual office, as you can see, and I'm on live. All right. Uh, um, So the thing is, I was really, in between the spaces where we want to talk ourselves down or not give ourselves credit to say, okay, you did well, you're doing well, keep it up. It's natural for us to want to beat ourselves up, but I just want us to remind ourselves that whether we hit our grade milestones or not, it's okay for us to celebrate our small wins. As long as it's a step in the right direction, we should be able to pat ourselves on the back. We should be able to say, girl, you did well. Girl, you're doing good. Girl, you're showing up and I love it. Girl, you're being consistent. Girl, you're being transparent. Girl, you're being open with your community. Girl, you're growing. Or man, you're doing awesome. And you're putting yourself out there and impacting the world in a very amazing way. And then I'm like, just talking to these people who prior to our meeting they were strangers. I didn't know them. All right. And now I get to encounter them. Someone from Canada, someone from Kentucky, California, Ghana, Liberia. And I'm like, this is pretty cool. And I think that's a win because now I've not only gotten new connection, I have encountered them and they have also encountered me. So the next time I meet them on the digital streets, they're normal strangers. And y'all, the topics are fire. All right. And you see me smiling, and irrespective of all the technical challenges I've been facing and stuff, all the technical challenges I've been facing and stuff, guess what? I do not mind because these people have poured life into me. These people have empowered me. These people have educated me. These people have inspired me. And I'm like, you know what? And this morning, I had my friend from Japan give me some support to help me to, work on some things in the back end and help to fix stuff and put things where they belong. And I'm like, okay, these are the things that happen at the back end that people do not get to see. But it's a win because it's a new skill. I'm learning to edit. I'm learning to put it stuff out there. I'm learning to max and make good use of people's time and make good use of my time as well and be more productive. At the same time, doing other things I love to do and playing mom because my baby was all up in my business today. And literally, I had to introduce him as a guest, as a co host, because he was so loud and he was just laughing in the background and he was just talking. And I tried to minimize the noise, but then I feel my guests are like the ones I was talking to that he was like engaging in the conversation. I don't want to say he was distracting us, but he was engaging in the conversation. She's like, no, this is like the reality, right? Mothers play across the board. Mothers play a very interesting role in the home dynamics. So, especially if you're a professional woman, if you're a homemaker, whatever you are on your motherhood journey, or whether you're taking care of your nieces, your nephews, your neighbors' kids, or whatever mother figure you represent, we play a very dynamic role because at the end of the day, this is who we are. We cannot eliminate our baby crying in the background, or our baby needs to change their diapers, or our baby needs some form of attention from us, or they just want to hang out with us. At some point, my baby wanted to stay on my lap, and then I was like, you know what, bro, just stay down here, don't show your head to the camera and stuff like that. But I mean, these are like these are like wins we should be very proud of and not beat ourselves down even if we're having some technical issues, because at the end of the day, we are who we are, and we cannot rule that out. And I think we should wear it on our as a badge of honor, because the thing is, we can't just take it away. We can't. And I remember another one, I was talking to one of the guests and I was like, oh, I apologize, my baby's in the background. She's like, don't apologize for it. It's something that it's something, it's what makes you you. It's what makes you this amazing person to want to put yourself out there. You're a mom, and absolutely there's nothing nobody can do about it. It's an amazing experience, it's an amazing journey. So you definitely want to put yourself out there and represent you being a mom. I'm not a college student. I'm not a single person or someone who doesn't have a kid. I have a kid, or I have kids, and it's part of my life now. So I should not apologize for that part of me. And I'm like, I learned something new. The only thing is, I excuse myself to say, okay, let me take care of the child. And today I almost rescheduled a meeting because of my baby. She was like, you, if you need a reschedule, it's fine. And I'm like, the thing is, I don't know my baby off days, right? So I could not guarantee any reschedule because he could just decide to be as active on the next day I reschedule. So I'm like, okay, if you don't mind him being part of the conversation, then it's okay, right? But then I try as much as possible to minimize. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, I had to tend to my baby. Sometimes you have to tend to your family, to your kids, to your school, to this, to that. But guess what? You're still hitting your milestones. You're still accomplishing your goals. You're still, breaking glass ceilings. And it's something we should celebrate. We don't need nobody to say, you know what, for instance, if you're in college, you didn't graduate college just yet, but you passed your course, you did your homework, you submitted your project. Those are all baby steps. The end goal is to graduate, but you doing your homework, you participating in class, you being part of that project, you going out to volunteer if it's part of your schedule or it's part of your project. That's all baby steps in the right directions to the end goal. Okay, if you did not win a project or if you did not win a bid as a business owner, but you wrote your business plan, you wrote your project down, you practice your presentation, you went for your presentation, like those are all steps in the right direction. Okay, so whether it's you getting that grant you apply for or that loan you apply for, or you graduating college in the timeline that you said, or even after the timeline that you said, or you starting a business, or putting your thoughts to paper to be able to start a business, or just finding out how you can register your business and stuff like that. You may not hit the very large milestone or grand milestone, but if you're doing things in the right direction, that's a win and they're worth celebrating. Do not let anybody say, well, you didn't do this, or no, you didn't do that, and then you try to talk yourself out of it to say, well, I set out to do this thing by the Q1 or Q2, and here we are, we're going into Q3, and I haven't done anything. Who told you? Ask yourself, are you still on the right path? Is it a goal that's still attainable? Do you need to get back to the drawing board to to re strategize and get back on track? Whatever you need to do, are you in the right direction with that? You want to ask yourself that. And if you are, celebrate your wins. Pat yourself on the back. Take yourself out. Go buy yourself some ice cream or some juice or whatever. If it's healthy juice or smoothies or milkshakes and whatever for you, or different kinds of shakes for you, go get it. Tell yourself thank you. Be appreciative to yourself. And so far, that's what I've learned in my 2 days of technical challenge and experience. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just celebrating my small wins and my big wins, because having guests to sign up to chat for chat with Themmy, that's a big win, especially if it's global guests. When I spoke to the lady from Canada, she's like, she's from, is it Nova Scotia or something? And I'm like, yeah, we're in Canada. I haven't gone to Canada, but yeah, I'm talking to guests in Canada. In my head, I'm like, I'm having a physical meeting with this lady in Canada. Okay, I don't need to be there physically. As far as I'm concerned, on that call, I was in Canada. All right. So like these are different milestones. These are different like uh, um cubes of goals or chunks of goals that you can hit in the right direction on your way to hitting that grand milestone or that big milestone, like those little tiny goals that get you to that get you each step closer or each attempt closer or each effort closer to the end goal that you have in mind. That's a win, and you definitely want to celebrate it. So whatever it is for you, do not be hard on yourself. You did not hit the milestone. Did you hit that little chunks of goals that's in the right direction to get into that milestone? Please take yourself out. Get yourself some wine, get yourself some popcorn, watch some movies or whatever it is to, that you use to ease your stress. Please, you deserve it, okay? And if it means just lying down and not waking up to the next morning because you're tired, then so be it, and be happy that you did lie down and God chose to wake you up in the morning and your body needed that rest and you got it like I did yesterday. So I didn't beat myself up too much yesterday because I'm like, okay, I did my troubleshooting, I put some things in place and different things like that. So I deserve that sleep I had last night. I really did deserve it. Okay. So sometimes it may look like, okay, you're not doing anything, but check your little efforts. What's up with that? Check your little efforts. Is it in the right direction? Are you heading somewhere with that? Yes. If you don't know how to celebrate yourself, send me a DM, send me a message in my DM, and I'll definitely come to help you to set up a very mini party for you. Like get yourself some drinks, some of your favorite drinks. Take yourself out, go for a walk. What is it for you? Do that. And as I wrap up tonight, I want to let you guys know that Chat with Hemming guest feature is gonna be amazing. Well, we got tons of content now that we've stacked so far since May 1st, and I am happy that you guys have been on this journey, seeing me grow, seeing me be vulnerable, seeing me put in. I think you can see the background, right? You see here. You see the background has changed, so it really doesn't matter where I am. Now the background look a little bit decent. And I was like, I'm not gonna let this stop me. I'm gonna learn as I go. So now you get to see something really nice. You don't get to see whether I'm wherever again, because at some point I'm like, at the beginning I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna learn as I go. I'm just gonna improve as I go, and then my community will be able to see that, okay, we started here and now we're here and now we're here, and then you can clearly see growth, you can clearly see the improvement, you can clearly see the changes that are coming on bits and pieces, like every single episode or every single day that I show up, you can definitely see some of these things. So um you may never, nobody's always 100% ready. So start as you are and you'll figure things along the way. Before I was using another logo and I was able to get the Chat with Temi logo ready, and now we're using Chat with Temi logo. Before we're using Drive Media Concert logo. Yeah, we borrowed that. At some point, you guys, they're gonna come on the show to talk to you guys. But yeah, so I did not wait for the perfect time. I did not wait for the perfect moment. I did not wait for the perfect, you gotta get stuff together and stuff like that. No, 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 no. I just wanted to start and be consistent. And so far, we've done more than 42 days now. I deserve to be taken out, right? Yes, I deserve that. So I was able to eat chicken and pizza tonight because I deserve that kind of celebration, because I did push myself. I remember the first time I was like, I was so scared, and I'm like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna be vulnerable, and you guys just gonna bear with me, and give me a little support and stuff like that. And the next day, my confidence started coming up, And then my confidence came, and then my confidence grew, and then my confidence started growing. So definitely, thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you guys so much for, you know, being with me on this journey. Chat with Themmy guest feature is gonna be fire. I'll let you guys know very soon what it's gonna be. Just know that it's pre-recorded, and so we can save. I could save some of the guest time because you see, at some time of the times of the day that I come out, sometimes it's in the night for some people, it's at dawn for some people, or it's afternoon or morning for some people. So to be able to manage everyone's time, I needed to pre-record it and definitely come out. So you guys will be seeing some really cool dynamics because um, we'll be showcasing, we'll be premiering these episodes on platforms and stuff like that. Definitely, I'll keep you guys posted. But in the meantime, thanks so much for being, whether you're watching from LinkedIn or Facebook, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I do not take it for granted. Sometimes when I'm on live, I don't get to see the people that are on. It's only Instagram that used to give me that opportunity since it's streamed on its own. Oh, I should have gone live on my phone with Instagram. But anyway, next time if I face any challenge, I'll definitely do that and go live on other device. So yes, I just learned something new. So thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you for being there. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for keeping me going. And I love spending time with y'all. I really, really, really did miss you guys. Like the night I didn't like go live, it felt like I'm like, oh, something's missing. Something, a part of me is not there. But definitely, I really, really, really do love you guys, and I love hanging out with you guys. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you in my space, rooting for you, supporting you on your journey as well. So I'll see you tomorrow, and know that I got a few interviews to do tomorrow with some amazing people. Tomorrow is an all female kind of interview day for me. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to that. And thank you guys so much. If you have someone in mind that's amazing and you would love me to chat with them, or maybe you're the one, um, it's simple. All we do on Chat with Timmy is we want to inspire, educate, and empower, irrespective of the topic, whether it's around faith, it's around career, it's around business, it's around academics, it's around personal and professional development. It doesn't really matter. Those three goals must be met, or those three pillars must be demonstrated or showcased in the conversation, because that's what we want the community to be about. I'll leave the evil things in the world that's happening to the devil because he's very good at that. A lot of terrible things are happening. So I'll leave that to him and make sure to put some positive things out here in the world because that's the least we can do. So thank you so much for joining. If you would like to be as a guest on Chat with Henry, definitely feel free to send me a DM, and trust me, um, it's gonna be amazing. Okay, so send me a DM and I'll be happy to add you to the list of guests of really cool people. I like to say the world's coolest people. Some of them are coming on. I got them from LinkedIn, from Instagram, from Facebook. Like some I know personally, some I know professionally, some I just get to meet and then I'm getting acquainted with them. But then just listening and learning from them is super inspiring, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet these amazing people. Thank you so much for being on here with me tonight. Whether it's afternoon, day, morning, evening on your end, I wish you a very great rest of your week. Make sure to not beat yourself up and rest if you need to. Remember to celebrate your wins. I'll see you in the next episode. Good night.